Oh man, no man, what's the business? You already know what time it is. It's your folk Marquise, and like I said, today I'm gonna do something that I haven't done before, but I'm truly excited about doing. I had been considering doing it for quite some time, but just like any other human being, I had procrastinated. So this is my very first reaction video. I'm very excited to be doing this, and I'm just excited. I really am. And I look forward to adding value in this regard. So I hope you all like it. Comment below. And of course, subscribe, share. And we're going to just keep on rocking out. I already know I gave y'all my apologies and all that on Monday. But by God's grace, we'll truly be rocking out and moving forward continuously. So without further ado, I'm calling this video 6 Seconds of Hell, and this video is about the extremely unfortunate mass shooting that took place in Miami-Dade at the El Mula banquet hall with the gentleman's, I believe, mixtape release party or whatever the case is. So let's check out this video, and I'll give you my reactions and thoughts. Let's get it.
Released by police does show an SUV in this alley behind me with a gunman leaving the car, firing, and then returning seconds later. But now another camera angle may reveal a second car and another shooter. We want to warn you, some of these images are disturbing.
With the manhunt intensifying across Florida for three gunmen, new views are coming to light of the harrowing events at El Mula Banquet Hall, where 23 people were shot, 2 killed. First, this split screen shows the front entrance surveillance camera with partygoers waiting and a trio of shooters emerging, quickly spreading panic. But the business also has a corner camera, and a source confirms to NBC News this new video is authentic. It shows gunfire seeming to come from a second car at the other end of the parking lot. Then a man appears to get inside that car as the shooting subsides. Miami-Dade police did not immediately respond to requests for comment about a possible second car or additional suspects. As a community, coping with gun violence visibly grieves.
What you're seeing is someone taking a firearm and causing as much damage as possible to innocent people. And that's not something that we should accept in the United States of America.
Keon Hardiman, the Miami-Dade County Commissioner, has also viewed the new video.
Do you believe there are additional shooters targeting these people?
The videos that I've seen, to me, indicate that there is another vehicle that's involved. There is another shooter that's involved, at least one.
As this manhunt and
I mean, just everything that we've seen, up until this point. It's one of them things, man. You know what I'm saying? It's as I've already shared, y'all see, I got to think different, live different brand. Of course, the book Overstanding, and it's tough, man. It's tough. This is truly one of the worst shootings that I've seen in America. And just keep it real. Y'all already know, like, I'm here to keep it real. I say things that people think and may not say. But it's moments like these and situations like these. Like, I was looking at some of the comments when I was looking at other YouTube videos. And it's moments like these where you have blacks and others that come about and say, do Black Lives Matter? You know what I'm saying? And I believe that it puts us as people of color and our culture in a position to be held accountable. That's the big thing about it. And it's really unfortunate because at the end of the day, these is lives that's at stake. These people family, you know what I'm saying? The young sister, Shaniqua Peterson, this video was released June 2nd. At the time of recording, she passed away. She didn't make it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, now this another child is motherless. You know what I'm saying? I can only suppose, I don't know the situation of the father, so I won't speak to that. But, it puts us in that situation when people say, do Black Lives Matter? You know what I'm saying? And of course they do. But we're gonna finish watching this, and then we'll get into some more of the details. But at this point, my heart is gripped because I've been walking a different path for a number of years. And I would say even if I was in the streets, you know, like I was, it's tough, man. But we'll get more into that. I'll get more into that. Let's finish watching this.
Violence has unfolded with regularity recently in Miami. From a brazen shooting last week where a man fired his weapon in broad daylight hanging out of a car window to a South Beach confrontation outside a famous restaurant.
And this past week was just out of control.
Seemingly no space safe as Miami-Dade's mayor addresses what she calls a dangerous cycle spawned by a few bad actors.
Will this leave a scar on Miami-Dade?
Nobody ever recovers from this kind of violence.
And the mayor stressing they would like to do whatever is possible to prevent this kind of tragedy, guys, from happening again. That starts in a few hours with a meeting in Miami-Dade County about intervening in young people's lives before they pick up a gun.
Wow. So to me, that's where I come in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm God Almighty, but I know my plan. I know my purpose and what I'm here to do. And I'm here to truly to impact lives, man. You know what I'm saying? So I've been convicted personally because God's timing is perfect. Y'all's timing is perfect. But, you know, the reality of being on the battlefield and the reality of living your life's purpose is so paramount. So just to really look at that, you know, I want to keep it real with y'all. Like, I'm not here to try to play this game and put on this facade and stuff. And like I said, I'm never have said and never will say that I was super gangster dude, the baddest dude walking and all that. But I have put in my work. I have defended myself, my family, and things of that nature. And it's one of them things because it's like when you're immersed in that lifestyle, when you're immersed in the darkness, I'm going to call it the darkness, your mind is warped. You feel what I'm saying? In no way am I justifying this, but I do know when you enveloped in the darkness, these are realities. Now, as I was saying, like when you look at it, it's always a difficulty because it be so many factors involved. You feel what I'm saying? It be so many factors involved. It's like, this is a sticky situation because of this. And people that been in these situations know exactly what I'm talking about. When you go to funerals and vigils and stuff, it's like, oh, he was my dude. You know, he was such a good person and this and that. He was loved and he got children and all that. And that could be the case. And do be the case in many cases. But then it's at the same token, the people that was running with him or her in the streets doing dirt knew what type of individuals they was also. So, you know, when you see situations like this, I have no details. Now, we outside looking in, watching what happened. But then you got to ask yourself, in the generalist of senses, what sparked that type of shooting? 3 dudes, plus the driver, make 4. 3 people don't just decide, hey, let's go shoot up the banquet hall. You know what I'm saying? You know that party tonight. It don't just happen like that. Generally, stuff like that is retaliatory in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So we don't know who in that crowd. We don't know who in the party. We don't know if it was the rapper himself that may have got with somebody, put in work. We don't know nothing unless you from down there and you know the business. Now, again, I'm not justifying none of this. But what I'm saying is, me being in those situations, I can't tell you personally that I would have been with jumping out like that and going to shoot all them people. Now, I ain't finna incriminate myself and say nothing too crazy on here. But it's like, who was your intended target? You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just being totally real. I'm being totally transparent. Because you got to look at it from, the mindset and from their eyes and their perspective. That was serious. They was sending a message. They was pissed off about something. Like, that junk was real. It won't just, oh, let's go, you know what I'm saying? That's one of them, hey, you know that party going down tonight. Them things whatever they think, or they thought they got away with what they did, or they thought all that they was talking on IG was going to slide, or they thought all that snatching, they thought all that snatching and all that bullshit they was talking on Facebook was going to slide. Oh, they thought they was going to get away with banking my cousin, or they thought that he was just going to holler at my girl, or try to carry me, or try to play me, or whatever, and won't nothing going to happen. Like, that was a serious incident. And I thought that I had the video, so my apologies, just want the right video. But, like, they was on some real gangster-ish, man. They stole the Pathfinder. Another video source said they stole the Pathfinder earlier in the month. I guess put it in the cut. Cased the joint. Drove around. Parked. Looked like, oh yeah, they all right, it's going down. Then you got to get yourself ready. Like, I don't know, you know, to what level of violence they've done. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be mentally ready. I don't know if they was smoking or they was, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, but it was going down. They came to do what they can do. But then it's like the investigation is going down for them to see if that other car was shooting at the crowd or was shooting at the dudes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part of their investigation. But it's like, man, what took place in the hood or wherever that sparked that type of shooting? 20 people got injured, 3 people died. So 23 people got shot in the 6 seconds. Call it 6 seconds of hell. Looked like it was off a little bit. One source says 6 seconds. This one looked like it was a little quicker. But it's like, bam. First dude jumped out with the assault rifle. I don't know what kind. It didn't look like no AR, really. You know, it's multiple types of assault rifles. Dude on the far left looked like he had the pistol. You know what I'm saying? Could be 10 shots in there. Could be 15 shots. You know what I'm saying? You can empty a clip real quick. And then the other guy from the front, from the passenger side. And if you look at the video, you take your time to look at the video, it's very unfortunate. It's like, and I didn't see from that angle. It was like, man, I can only imagine the horror. I've been shot at close range. I know what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened. It just go down. I've been shot at close range. Like, it's the terror. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're trying to save your life. You see, they scattered. But I can only imagine, because them people was like right there. This video really showed how close they was. Like, boom. If you look in the right corner, they walk. I mean, man, like, you sitting there talking, yeah, man, shorty talking, woo. And then, boom, like, you just see them, and it's just like, they just, boom, 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 bah, 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 just letting off right there. And if you see the young brother in the black, it just hit him. You go watch some of the other videos. My condolences to the family. It's like the Joan hit him and he just fall back on the ground, like done. And they blur him out. And then evidently the young lady who was scattering between the cars and dude crawled over her, evidently she got hit too. And dude was trying to cover her. And I'm not sure if that, I don't believe that was Shaniqua, because Shaniqua got hit in the head. And, you know, a shot to the brain in the most general sense would give you a level of almost instant incapacitation, especially if it's severed the spinal cord. But I don't believe that was hurt, you know. But anyway, I'm about to bring this to a close. It's just it's extremely disturbing, man. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was thugging and out there doing what I was doing, I can't say that I would have been willing to go shoot up that many people. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that. Now, I have done stuff. So, You know what I'm saying? But to me, just to me, and remember I was in the military too, so I still kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not willing, or I'm not with shooting innocent people. I'm not with shooting innocent people. If in the most general sense, I'm not trying to incriminate myself, I'm not making terrorist threats, I'm not, saying I'm willing, looking to harm people, but I'm speaking from a militant standpoint in a general situation, from a warrior's mentality or mindset. If there's an issue, it's with whoever the individual is. You know what I'm saying? Individual or individuals. But jumping out to shoot and hurt people that ain't got nothing to do with it, to me, that's cowardice, recklessness, and just complete disregard for human life. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, that criminal dark mindset, we're going to set an example. Whoever out there can get it, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a F. Anybody can get it. So, didn't mean for this video to go this long. This is my first reaction video. Y'all know how I can do sometime when I get to talking and really breaking stuff down, but I really wanted to share my heart in this. But long story short, it's 130 grand on the table for their capture. As we seen that footage, it looks like it's another vehicle. They don't know if they were shooting at the crowd or was shooting at the dudes that was running off. They ran. They stole the whip. They did the crime and went and dumped it in the canal, man. They dumped it in the canal. The divers had to go down there, find the junk, hook it up, and snatch it out. So that was on some old gangster stuff for real. Movie talk, TV type of time. It was crazy. So my condolences to the family, all of those involved. I pray that those that were injured make a speedy recovery, and I pray that God will bring those guys to justice. And I pray that they can get their lives to the Lord and change their mindset and change their heart set, even while in prison. So anyway, it's your folk Marquise. You already know what time it is. We're doing the bundle sale right now for the Think Different, Live Different, Overstanding. Purchase a Think Different, Live Different shirt. You get the book Overstanding for free. And that link can also be seen down in the description below. It's your folk Marquise. You know what time it is. Like, comment, share, and of course subscribe. You already know what it is. Think different. Live different, man. Y'all blessed.